to day 5 of Alpine week with Cooking with the Cooks. Thanks again for watching the videos yesterday. Today we're doing a dish called churros. You may not have heard of it. It's a Spanish, Portuguese, South American dish that's popular on the ski slopes. It's a bit like a donut, it's made out of choux pastry. It's deep fried and covered in sugar and cinnamon. So I'll run through the ingredients. We've got 140 grams of plain flour, 60 grams of cube butter, 250 ml of water. We need a tablespoon of sugar to go in the mix and a pinch of salt. Also an egg, 1 egg and some vanilla extract. You'll also need a piping bag. If you haven't, you can try and make one out of a bag. You'll need some vegetable oil to fry them in, and to coat them, just some more, a little bit of sugar and some ground cinnamon. You don't have to do the ground cinnamon, but I'm going to try and make it authentic today. So we're going to make this. What else do I need to let you know? From here on in, Cooking with the Cooks is going to 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, a bit like your favourite soap operas. So this is Friday, this is going out on Friday, so the next one will be Monday. We're doing a whole roast chicken on the barbecue, which is fantastic. If the sun's shining, you can pop it on your barbecue and forget about it. On Wednesday, we're doing a pulled pork recipe, and on Friday next week, we're doing homemade burgers. Right, let's get cracking. Let's get this in a pan and let's start making our churros today. Oh, and thanks to Fiona Pitt for recommending this. Right, okay, first of all, we're going to start off. We've got a pan on the heat. I've put the oil on as well. So about an inch in the bottom of the pan should do. We'll expand a little bit. So butter goes into your pan. Water goes into the pan. A pinch of salt goes into the pan. And a tablespoon of sugar goes into the pan. Now we're just going to let that melt before we add the flour and start making our base. So we're going to let it all melt down, come back in a minute when it's melted and we'll pop the flour in. Okay, so the butter has melted and the sugar's dissolved with the salt. We're just going to add our flour now. So it was 140 grams of flour, plain flour. And we're just going to mix that in till we form sort of a paste almost. So you'll need a spatula for this. You'll need to work that in. Turn it down to a medium heat at this point. And just let that happen naturally. This will again take, quite bizarrely, a couple of minutes. So come back when it's done and I'll show you. Right, welcome back. About a couple of minutes. I've taken it off the heat and we've got it to that sort of consistency. It's sort of smooth. Get as many of the lumps out as you can. Take it off the heat for a minute because the next thing we're going to do is pop it into a mixing bowl. Now, if you've got an electric whisk, you can use it at this point. If you've got a hand whisk, you can use hand whisk, but basically we're going to add an egg, and we're going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, and we're going to give it a mix. Now, because I'm feeling lazy today, we're going to pop it over here. Pop that down. Mix out for 2 minutes. Pop back, 2 minutes. We'll get them frying. We've whisked it up. The next thing we need to do is get it into our piping bag. I always find it's easy if you pop it in a pint glass and put it right back and start filling it that way. Now this can get messy, so come back in a minute and we'll start piping them into I put half the mixture in the piping bag because we're just going to do half of it first. You'll need a pair of scissors at this point as well. I've put a star nozzle in because that'll give it nice grooves as it cooks. Follow me, Soph. Don't stand too close. So, move it for there. So come over here. Try and keep them separated in the pan, which is not as easy as it sounds. Then we're going to need 2 minutes each side. So after about 90 seconds, 2 minutes, when they're browning, turn them over. Get your sugar ready for when they come out, but we're going to drain them off on a bit of kitchen towel first. So come back into the churros. Have had 2 minutes on each side. They've come out. I've put them on some paper towels. It's essential that you do to drain all that oil off. When they're in the pan, they might seem a little soggy, but as soon as you get out into the open air, they crisp up. So I'm going to pop those in that sugar and cinnamon coating. Oh, they are nice and crispy. I've just melted a little bit of Nutella in a jar for about 20 seconds in the microwave because you need something to dip your churros in. And Sophie tells me, hold on Soph, let's get a little plate for you. Sophie tells me these are hers, so they're not perfect, not perfectly shaped, but I'm sure they'll be tasty. Just got a batch of 4 there. So, Soph, do you want to pass me the camera? Thank you. Churros a la cook. Into the Nutella. Oh, what are they like? Are they as good as you get on the mountain?
Yeah.
Are they better?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Love you too. Right, so take this back. Oh. Okay, guys, thanks for that. So, thanks Fiona Pitt for suggesting that. I haven't forgot all the other suggestions as well. Don't forget we're going to 3 days a week from next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Keep sharing, please. And most of all, stay safe, stay indoors, and keep cooking. We'll see you soon. Bye.